Hi, welcome aboard. It's just over 16 years now since we first featured a Stebercraft product on Chris Conroy's Leisure World. Now, Stebercraft was one of the first manufacturers of pleasure boats in Australia after the Second World War. Bruce Steber started production of a range of clinker plywood runabouts in 1947. He then transitioned to fiberglass clinker runabouts, and in fact Steber clinker runabouts are highly prized on the second-hand market in Australia. They're still well sought after. And then in 1973-74, a decentralisation move took the Steber organisation to Taree in central coastal New South Wales. Now, that move also corresponded with a total change in philosophy as far as Stebercraft were concerned towards the boats that they build. And they changed from trailer-borne runabouts to large commercial and pleasure boats. And since the move to Taree, they've established themselves as one of the major manufacturers in the southern hemisphere of this type of boat, exporting boats all over the world. Now, in about 1991, Steber started to upgrade their range and to restyle the boats to be far more suitable for the pleasure boat market. And the result of that is the Steber 52, which we first shot in 1991 in the Whitsundays, and that was followed by the Steber 43. Now, both of those boats have won Boat of the Year awards on a couple of occasions, and they've certainly been well accepted both here and overseas. But the advent of the new range of Stebercraft means that the older range, the earlier range, is no less relevant, particularly when it comes to commercial operations. And we first shot a Steber 36 around about 10 years ago, and those boats have been extremely popular with both private and pleasure operators and commercial operators ever since they were first introduced. Now, a little while ago we showed you 3 Stebercraft operated by Central Coast fishing charters on Broken Bay in the vicinity of Line Island. One of those boats was the very latest Stebercraft 36 off the line. Now, this boat is state-of-the-art. In spite of the fact that the design is probably 12 years old, it's still, as I said, perfectly relevant to today's market. And its particular appeal and its strengths were well appreciated by Paul and Karen Minto, who commissioned the building of the boat around about 8 months ago. The boat is number 182 out of the 36-foot mould. She's called Sea Runner, and she is in 1C survey with an MSB number of N1118. Now, she was launched in January 1996 and, as I said, is part of Alan Ross's Central Coast Charters fleet. Now, the boat has a length overall of 12 metres, a beam at the transom of 3.4 metres, and she's set up specifically for offshore fishing. And one of the interesting aspects of the way in which Steber designed their boats is that regardless of the type of superstructure that's used, they're able to set the interior of the boat up to suit whatever purpose the owner may have. Now, that can either be versatile as far as a combination of pleasure and fishing use is concerned, full pleasure use where the insides are absolutely sumptuous, or they can be set up for a specific commercial purpose, as is the case with Sea Runner. Now, she is powered by twin Fiat Iveco IFO 8061 SRM25 high-speed diesels. They are rated at 250 horsepower each, and as you can see from these pictures, they certainly give the boats a huge amount of performance. In fact, Steber have had an extremely long-term and very happy relationship with Fiat in their Iveco IFO marine diesels, and a large number of Stebers, particularly the commercial models, are fitted as standard with Iveco IFO diesels. And of course the reason for that is that when you've been in business for as long as Stebercraft have, and you have as many boats on the water as they do, you're able to get feedback from the owners as to the performance of the particular brand of engine, and obviously you go with the one that's going to give maximum performance for maximum reliability, and of course that translates into minimum running costs. Now, the power is transmitted to 2-inch propeller shafts, which are stainless steel, through a ZF gearbox, which gives forward, neutral and reverse. And she has a fuel capacity of 900 litres and a water capacity of 225 litres. Now, this boat is relevant to today's market, even though the design may be around about 12 years old. As far as the marine industry is concerned, a 12-year-old design in a boat of this size and type is still relatively young. And Sea Runner has proven the relevance of the Steber 36 once again, as an absolutely superb fishing boat and commercial boat. And I should also say that Steber 36s are very popular with countries around the world as commercial boats, and particularly as government agency patrol boats, operating in a whole range of different environments, and virtually all of them are powered by Fiat diesels. So if you're in the market for a large commercial boat, or a boat which can be set up for both commercial and private pleasure purposes, the Steber 36 is certainly the way to go, and she will give you long and excellent service, particularly powered by Iveco IFO diesels. We'll be back right after this break.